So on the biggest news we've got so far is that shots were fired close to Donald Trump at the International Golf Course in Florida.
Right.
So he's safe, he is well. He didn't actually get hit, but yeah, he got shot at by an AK-47 from the golf range.
Jesus. It's only, a month or two after the last attempt.
Exactly. So yeah, the person who shot him fled off in a car but was arrested by local police a little bit shortly after.
Yeah, right. Well, glad he's okay.
Trump has turned around. You remember how triumphant it was when he did the fist pump last time?
Yes.
This time he's done a testimony saying, I'm safe and well and I will never surrender. And he said that a few times.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, he's staying strong with this one.
There you go.
Over in other news, bit of sport, we had Hawks versus Port on the weekend. Ken Hinkley, you might have seen this, has been fined $20,000.
Yes, this is the second coach in final series to be fined $20,000 after the GWS coach got into a bit of an altercation with Tom Papley.
Well, that one was physical, wasn't it? That was a shoulder bump, right?
Yeah, it's a little chest into him.
Yeah, so Hinkley's was verbal as a sledge at Jack Ginnivan, and it's just a bit of a verbal thing going on there, which has resulted in $20,000 in fines, but he has apologised and, said it was a bit out of character and things like that.
Yeah, there you go, $20,000. Not a small amount of money by any means.
I mean, I'm sure it's on good money, but it's a bit of a punch to the stomach for sure.
Still put a dent in the bank account, wouldn't it?
And over in TV news, the 76th Primetime Emmy Awards starts at 9:30 a.m. our time today. If you want to watch that, shows like The Bear and Shogun are leading with the nominations with about 25 nominations each. So those are the two heavy hitters in the TV world at the moment.
There you go. We'll have to check out that, and we'll keep you updated tomorrow on some of the winners. I think kids nowadays have it a lot easier than kids growing up in the 90s and early 2000s, right?
Sure.
Simply because they've got all this technology, video games, iPads, iPhones, and they just play on a screen.
Yeah, everything's at the fingertips.
Yeah, back in the day, it was really only playing with toys or, your imagination. And I want to have a chat about Lego because this bloke, his name's Andy.
Yeah.
And for the last 26 years, he's been having issues with breathing, all congestion issues.
Sure.
His whole life, he's had sinus sensitivity allergies and issues with congestion. He's also allergic to cats, dogs, grass, many of his native trees and dust.
Guy, what does this do? Just live in a plastic bubble? Does he?
Bubble boy.
Yeah, is he the actual bubble boy? How would you get around?
Well, that's the thing. He's just kind of put up with it his whole life, thinking, I've always been exposed to at least one of these things.
Yeah, wow.
So it's my allergies, why I can't breathe. And his doctor said to him, look, mate, when you're in the shower, you should blow your nose because the humidity will help, clear up that congestion. So in the shower, they're blowing their nose, and one day something hard comes flying out. He hears the knock of it on the bathroom floor.
Yeah.
And thinks to himself, oh, gee, that can't be good. What is that? Like a rock, a tooth or something? Turns out, for the last 26 years, they've had a piece of Lego stuck up their nose.
Wow, 26 years.
And after he's finally got it out of his nose, he's like, I can breathe again.
It would be probably the happiest moment of your life. Screw the wedding day, screw all those Christmases. The happiest day of your life is when you can start breathing again through your nose.
Shoot the Lego out.
Yeah, it probably knocks off a lot of the suspicions about some of the allergies too.
Yeah, well, absolutely. So, now they can breathe again. They're so excited. And his mum thought that she got it all out originally because he must have put up a lot of Lego.
Yeah, she half-assed the job. There's still a Lego Star Wars bit up there. Luke Skywalker's head was lodged in his nose.
So we want to go to the phones here. What got stuck up your nose, Adelaide? Better yet, the parents of Adelaide, what did your kids stuff up their nose?
Yeah, I feel like the parents are going to be a great one on this. They would 100% see it when their kids are younger, stuffing stuff up. My nephew got Lego. I think Lego will be one of the classic ones that gets stuck up there.
Yeah.
But had to go to the emergency room and everything to get it taken out.
I mean, some of the most common things that kids chuck up their nose are Play-Doh, raisins, crayons, marbles, Cheerios, peas and beads as well.
I'm glad
beads is the number one thing that kids are shoving up their nose.
I'm glad you said a realistic one because I'm on some health medical website and it's saying prevention. Make sure your kids aren't around things like hot dogs, whole grapes. When the hell is a kid shoving a hot dog up their nose? And how big is the kid's nose?
We need to put those little swimming pegs on kids' noses so they stop putting things up there. We're going to go to Beverly this morning. We've got Tanner on the line. G'day, Tanner. How you going, mate?
Good. How are you guys?
Yeah,
Very
very
good.
well. Now, mate, your son got something stuck up their nose, did they?
Yeah, my son, when he was 4 years old, wanted to sit down, watch a movie, have popcorn, and of course, sometimes the kernels don't pop.
Yeah.
He decided to shove it up his nose, and unfortunately couldn't suck it out with a straw, couldn't get him to blow it out, and I ended up in hospital.
Right. Okay.
Jeez. So they got it out? It was all good?
Yeah, it was all good. He got it out. He said he'll never do it again, and so far, so good.
Yeah. So what's his go-to cinema snack now? Is he banned from the popcorn?
No, he loves his popcorn still.
Oh, good.
Good stuff. Thanks for getting involved, mate.
Hey, Elise in Plimpton Park, tell us, was it you that got something stuck up your nose?
Yeah, it was me as a kid, unfortunately, and twice.
Twice?
I got bird seeds stuck up my nose. So
Bird seeds?
we had a pink and grey galah, and I decided when I was about 3 or 4 to shove some popcorn and bird seed up there. Brother was screaming I had something stuck up my nose. Mum came out, found me, proceeded to try and make me blow it out my nose and all sorts. Just on the way into the car to the hospital, my brother screams out, "It's gone, Mummy! It's out of her nose!"
It would have been a bit of a relief, hey? So you didn't have to go to the doctors or anything. It all got out.
Yeah, exactly. So thank God. But now I do suffer from severe allergies and everything anyway.
And
so,
fear of bird seeds. Not fear of birds, just the seeds.
Yeah, exactly.
Good on you, Elise. Thanks for calling up. Hey, Monica over in St. Peter's, did you get something stuck up your nose?
No, it was my daughter. When she was about 2, she got some foam stuck right up the back of her nose.
Right, so is
And
this
it was there for about... It was there for about 5 or 6 weeks before we started noticing, and we only noticed because she started, it was festering and she started stinking.
Wow.
And the childcare ladies were like, kids are not supposed to smell like this.
So,
Yeah.
where did the foam come from? It wasn't like a shaving cream or something like that?
No, like a little bit of foam, I don't know, inside a little stuffed toy or something that
Yeah,
had fallen
okay.
out, like a bit
right.
plastic foam, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
alarming when the childcare worker says, "Hey, the kids they're kind of smelling weird." Is that?
Yeah, I'm like,
foam
I did
smell?
raise my child, I promise. It was like next level stink, like something's wrong.
Oh, no. Hey, good
So
on
yeah,
you,
we had to take her.
Oh, we lost her there. What was that, sorry?
We had to take her to hospital, and the doctor got it out.
Oh,
It
thank
was
God. Stop smelling after that.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Monica.
Hey, Larissa in South Brighton, tell us, what did you get stuck up your nose, or was it one of your kids?
It was my daughter. She had a bell stuck up her nose.
A bell?
So they were doing arts and crafts. They call me up and they say, "Larissa, the bell's stuck up your daughter's nose. You need to come get her from school." I pick her up, and every time she breathed, the bell was ringing. So I would take her down to ED.
Well, at least you want to lose her.
And she was starting to get hysterical. I was like, "You need to stay calm. I don't know what's going to go on with this bell." Anyway,
Yeah.
we get to ED.
The more she
Get to
freaked out,
ED.
the more the bell just kept going and going.
A bunch of cyclists are on high alert as you're driving to the hospital.
That's something out of a cartoon.
No, we get to ED. They try to pull it out with like little tweezers. It wouldn't go, and then they would like blow it out, and this bell just shot across the room. It was so funny.
Larissa, I know it's a stressful situation, but were any of the doctors pissing it a little bit? Just at the bell going off?
No, like the doctors were laughing, I was laughing, and my daughter was like trying to
good
sort of
stuff.
not cry.
Larissa, we're going to make you our Monday Fresh Fan of the Week. You're in the draw to win $200 thanks to Rent Buy It.
Thank you.
Over the weekend, I went to a family friend's wedding. The father of the bride and my dad have been friends since kindy, so they're pretty good mates.
Yep.
And my dad, I guess he's a pretty loosey-goosey, fair dinkum kind of bloke, right?
He is, yes.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, good way to put it.
yeah, him and all his mates that were at this wedding are part of this hot rod club. On top of that, this is how fair dinkum he is. They're in this hot rod club. They're called the Dirty Devils. And I guess my dad thought because it's them, the wedding would also be kind of loosey-goosey. They're all kind of rockabilly-esque.
Yeah, sure.
So what's happened is Mum's asked my dad before the wedding to get his suit out, make sure it's all good. This is a couple of days beforehand. To which Dad responds, Why? Why would I get the suit out? Mum goes, well, because it's a wedding. Like, there's a dress code.
Yeah, sure. So your dad's asking it like a genuine question, like, why
Yeah.
the hell would a suit be involved in this ordeal, this
Obviously
wedding?
not looked at the invitation, not realised there's a dress code, and he's just assumed because it's his mate's daughter that's getting married and they're all, rockabilly and loosey-goose, he's like, nah, don't need a suit. It's a casual wedding. Mum's like, it's not casual. There is a dress code.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a dress code, and it's a pretty it's a pretty specky wedding.
Yeah, are
It's
you
like
telling
dressed
me-
to the nines. These people.
Telling me I can't wear my black leather jacket?
Well, he was thinking of wearing like shorts and a
Shorts?
hoodie, or by the sounds of it,
Shorts and a hoodie at a wedding. What's he thinking?
It got to the point where his best mate, the father of the bride, at 60 odd years of age, he went and bought his first ever suit. This is like, it's not a casual wedding.
I'm glad the father of the bride still went semi-fancy and didn't rock up in Crocs or something.
So, dad's arm's been forced. Mum's got him to wear the suit. He's obviously looking a little uncomfortable, out of his element, maybe. He's not used to wearing long pants, let alone a whole suit. And when we get up there, more and more of the dirty devils start rocking up, right?
Yeah. I'm just imagining these guys in the Hot Rod Club sitting there itching their skin away because they're so hot, like it's a kryptonite on them to wear anything longer than 3/4 shorts.
Well, what's happened is when some of the other dirty devils started rocking up, some of them must have gotten away with it with their wives. They've rocked up in jeans, a shirt. I saw one bloke with a dirty devil's tag on the back of his shirt.
Doing flash tattoos on everyone. Tom, an etiquette coach online, has been doing the absolute rounds, gaining some popularity, but also creating a bit of controversy with something they've said in terms of etiquette at restaurants.
Something that a lot of people do as well. I know for a fact we both do it, and it turns out that we shouldn't be doing it.
It's wrong.
It's not etiquette. That's not proper etiquette, apparently.
We are rude pigs, Tom, apparently, according to this etiquette coach, because apparently...
And you might be too, Adelaide.
Hold your horses, because you may be rude, yes. Apparently, it is rude to help a waiter or waitress with the plates and stack them and then proceed to hand it to them, things like that.
Yeah, so once you finish your meal and you're just, sometimes you just want to get the plate away from you as well, so you stack them all up.
Yeah.
Or like when the waiter's coming around or waitress is coming around, you kind of hand them the plate as well to help them out. Sometimes even if they're like dropping the food off and they're trying to reach over people, I'll put my hands out and grab it for them to help them out.
The thing is, when you're seeing a waiting staff, trying to juggle these plates, sometimes there's even, cutlery on one plate and then it's bouncing off another one. It's about to slide off. You can see they're fumbling a little bit. If they're a bit inexperienced too, maybe they haven't been at the restaurant that long, you want to help out. But apparently they're turning around and saying, hey, look, it's our job. We don't want you touching it. This is our thing. You're here to relax, and it's almost diminishing our skills.
Yeah, well,
you're basically saying, what, you think I can't do it? Which is an argument I don't want to have to get in with a waiter.
No, so, they're coming out, this etiquette expert coming out saying it's inelegant to be stacking the plates, but... I kind of disagree. I think you're making someone's life a bit easier.
There's so many places to do. If you're doing an 8-hour shift at a bustling restaurant or pub, the little help goes a long way.
Back when I was a glassy for a pub, I used to appreciate it greatly when people would stack their glasses and hand them to me, because sometimes I got like 20 glasses stacked up.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of it's a bit of an effort to walk around tables and get it. So when they come to me pre-stacked, I'm like, you beauty.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
You know what? It is causing a stir, though. Like I said, plenty of restaurant people are saying, we can't do the job ourselves. Other people are saying, look, the hand is great.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. I can tell you for a fact, I'll still keep stacking plates for waiters. I think it's a nice thing to do.
We want to go to you, Fresh Fam. Do you stack the plates for the waiters? Are you helping them out, or are you thinking, no, it is rude?
Or are you on the other side and you're like, no, they can do it? Have you watched a waiter crumble under the pressure and drop plates because you haven't stacked it?
There's something uncomfortable about it, because as well, when they do come around to collect your plates, everyone always sort of stops conversation and kind of looks at the waiter. So just standing there, sitting, watching them grab the plates, I think is way more uncomfortable and inelegant than helping them out and just saying, here you go, mate.
Here you go,
cheers.
at least you're making a little bit of conversation.
Hey, we're going to go over to C10. We got Dazza on the line. G'day, Dazza. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Boys, yourself?
Very
yeah,
good.
not bad, mate. Now, what do you reckon about this? Is it rude to stack the plates, or are you all for
Mate,
it?
I think it's a load of poppycock that it's rude, mate, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fair enough.
So you're a plate stacker when you go out.
Always, mate, always. Yeah, have done always, mate. The staff appreciate it.
Yeah, it does it. And would you be a plate stacker no matter where, pub, fancy restaurant, doesn't really matter?
Macca's.
Bloody oath. Mate, it depends on the service, by the way. If you serve me like shit, well, I'm not going to stack the plates.
Yeah. Well, it does it. Like, if you were a waiter yourself and there was a bunch of plates around and someone hasn't stacked it for you, would you be pissed off?
Mate, it depends on their attitude towards me and so on, you know, because I've actually done bar and waiting many moons ago.
Yeah, right.
And
okay.
but with the upper class more than our range.
Yeah.
And they're toffee-nosed pricks, mate, you know. So you know, they're rude bastards.
Daz, I would love to see you in the hospitality industry again. I'd love to be served by you.
Yeah, mate, I struggle to bite my tongue, boys.
Hey, Daz, we'll stack the plates for you, mate. Cheers for calling on. We appreciate that.
Hey, Tom, a few other texts coming in to spice it up a little bit. We've got this one here. Hands down, it's completely rude to do the waiter/waitress's job. It messes up their form and routine in what they've been trained to do.
Yeah, see, I don't think they have a routine. I think most of them, half the time, are on autopilot mode. I know I was always just on autopilot.
I feel like, what routine are you stuffing up as well? Like, you stack a plate and they turn around and say, great, now I don't know how to do my shoelaces. I've forgotten everything. How do I use the stove in the kitchen? You've completely screwed my train of thought.
Yeah. Hey, Rachel's texted in too saying, I think it depends on the restaurant. If they have cloth napkins and proper table service, they want to do it for you. That's part of the experience they feel. But a pub, I'd stack the plates.
See, I get what you're saying, Rachel. I understand it. But at the same time, I feel like even at a fancy restaurant, secretly, in your subconscious, you'd be like, oh, thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing the plates.
Absolutely.
Makes it easier.
What an absolute gem. Hey, another text coming through. 100% for the plate stacking. Something I learned working FIFO. Common courtesy.
That's it. Get the waiters on your good side.
Absolutely. Hey, let's head over to Bellevue Heights. We've got Nathan on the line. G'day, Nath, mate. What do you reckon? Rude or not rude to be stacking the plates?
It can't be rude at all. I think you guys are spot on.
Not rude at all, yeah.
No, if you're going to go to a restaurant, I think your little help by stacking your plates goes a long way, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And then you're probably more likely to have better service by helping out the staff as well. Maybe, even knock off a couple drinks on the bill or something like that.
That's ideal. That's what we can hope for. That's the only reason we're stacking plates.
Yeah, that's the reason I stack plates for the free beers.
Now, Nathan, have you ever worked hospo, mate?
I haven't, no. But, I've got a lot of respect for them because, you're out there to have a good time. So why not make their job a little easier and just stack a couple of plates?
Exactly right. Well, you seem to have your head screwed on there, Nathan.
Hey, Nathan, mate. We've got some tickets to Dragway at the Bend coming your way.
Awesome, mate. Been trying to get out there for weeks. So cheers.
Awesome stuff.
Burnouts at the Bend this Saturday, September 21st. You got some tickets. Who would you take with you, Nathan?
I'm looking at taking my little 3-year-old. He loves cars.
Oh,
Good
you
stuff.
beauty. Well, enjoy it. Burnouts at the Bend.
I've never been one to care about the cinema seating arrangement that much where I follow the ticket to a T, right?
Yeah, I mean, usually if you walk, unless it's like a packed cinema and it's like opening night, but usually when you go into a cinema, there's quite a few free seats and you just kind of sit where you want.
It really doesn't matter, and it really annoys me the people that think it's such an issue to, follow the guide, follow the rules so much where it's such a big deal. And this happened on the weekend. A bunch of us, a few mates from work, we went and saw Beetlejuice.
Yes.
At the cinema.
The sequel to the original Beetlejuice. I've never seen the original Beetlejuice, but I'll tell you what, enjoyable movie.
Yeah,
you
it's
definitely can walk in there, watch a sequel without having any idea what it's about.
Yeah, 100%. No, it was good fun, but we were there watching it, and one of our mates, she'd brought her 15-year-old sister, right? Mm-hmm. They're sitting in the row behind us. Now, keep in mind, the cinema's practically empty.
Yeah.
It's really just the 5 of us.
Yes.
Maybe 6. There's no one there.
No.
And as we're kind of concluding the movie, it's in its last 5 minutes. You can tell that this is the climax of Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I mean, if that. It could have been, I would say even like the last minutes of the movie. It was right at the end.
Really before the credits.
Yeah.
You can tell that it's just the end of our movie. And I could not believe it when this guy comes in, goes up to our mate's 15-year-old sister, and is like, hey, you're in my seat.
Yeah.
And we
Starts
turned
talking
around.
full volume while the movie's playing.
And she had no idea what to do. She was like dead silent. Like, how do I deal with this guy? This grown man that's come up to me being like, get out, you're in my seat.
No social awareness at all.
I turned around to the guy and I said, we're still watching the movie. To which he then turned around and saw that, oh crap, they are still watching Beetlejuice. And did you see what he did?
Yeah, he's gone and sat in the back row and then gone on his phone. Full brightness and everything.
If there wasn't an ultimate movie joke, this guy is it. He ruined it for everyone.
Footy.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Footy.
You're gonna have to speak up.
Footy.
Hoodie? Cookie? Missouri? What are you saying?
It's footy. Mouthful of SANFL with Tom and Callum on Fresh 92.7.
Yes, Callum, Mouthful of SANFL returns for another week. We played it all last week and we're playing it all this week in the lead up to the SANFL Grand Final this Sunday, the 22nd of September.
Now, considering what happened yesterday, we had Glenelg go against the Central Districts. Glenelg came out on top with a 38-point lead, so that is absolutely huge. They'll be going against the Redlegs this Sunday at the Grand Final, so two pretty great teams. I'm keen to see how this goes down.
Yeah, it's can Glenelg go back-to-back or will Norwood be too strong for them? It'll be an interesting game, a very exciting game as well. I think both these teams have been the best throughout the final series, so should be a clash of the Titans.
They've been unreal, and what a better way to watch it than being in our fresh box there, right by the scoreboard. You're up in a high level. You can see all of the game, plus DJs, music, food, drinks. You've got everything. There's a huge package, so definitely want to come to this with one of your mates.
That's it. You and a mate can be invited into the exclusive fresh box. All you got to do is guess the word. I'm about to cram a bunch of marshmallows into my mouth because that's what I want to do at 8:41 in the morning.
Good breakfast.
Breakfast for champions. I'll have banana afterwards. And then I'm going to say a word, a footy-related term relating to the SANFL. If you can guess that word correctly, you and a mate come along to the exclusive fresh box.
Hey, it's that easy. Let's do it. Tom is about to stuff the marshmallows in his mouth. We'll tell you, Fresh Fam, that these are still the same packet from last week. They are rock hard. He's got 5 in there. 6. Oh, he's gagged. He's gagged on the cameraman. Powder everywhere. All right, go for the word. All right, gonna have to hear that again. All right, one more time. Call up what is the word Tom is saying for grand final tickets for you and a mate. One more time, Tom. Oh. All right, let's get out of here before he throws up.
We're going to be heading over to Morphett Vale. We got Brody on the line. G'day, Brody. How you going, mate?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Yeah, not bad. Now, mate, do you follow anyone in the SANFL? Do you have a team you barrack for?
Yeah, I actually follow the Bays.
Oh,
good
Glenelg,
stuff.
man. All right, well, happy days. You must be pretty stoked after yesterday's win.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a cracking game.
Now, Brody, were you at the game yesterday or you watched it on the TV?
No, I was there.
Oh, awesome. And have you seen the box, the big box that Fresh is going to take over for the grand final?
I sure have.
Mate, who would you be bringing with you in the box if you get this word correct?
Oh, I'd have to be the missus.
Yeah,
Good
right.
stuff.
You beauty. Well, Brody, what word do you think I was saying?
I'm thinking it's double blues.
Double blues.
All right, well,
Right.
we can hear it one more time. Double blues.
I'm glad you
Oh, it's got to be.
glad you deleted the gagging sound.
That'll never hear the light of day again. Brody, double blues is correct. You and the
Double
missus are coming.
Yeah.
On you, Brody.
Legend, thanks, boys.
No worries, mate. Hey, food, drinks. There'll be a DJ spinning some tunes. It's all on us at the SANFL Grand Final. Glenelg taking on Redlegs. Can't wait to see you there, mate.
You're beauty. See you there.
Good
Cheers,
stuff.
Brody.
You're with Tom and Callum, Mouthful of SANFL. We play it again tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. And Callum will be putting marshmallows in his mouth.
Nah, I'm going to run away.
I want to take us over to America because it's a bit of a crazy fact that there are some states that allow your dog to act as a witness to your marriage ceremony. So once you get married, once you do the I do's, and then you get up and you have to sign the form and you have to have somebody looking over to make sure it's all good, everything in the legal side is set up, You can get your dog to do it in some states over in America.
There's some pretty weird things that go on in America. You know, the political system, the fact that margarine is, 3 times the size of what you get here. But the fact that a dog can be a witness at your wedding, this takes the cake.
Yeah. Now, obviously, the witnesses have to sign the certificate.
Yeah.
So how does a dog do it? How does this even work? Turns out they just put the dog's paw print in a bit of ink and then
Really?
stick the paw. I don't understand how this would work, right? Because you could just use any dog.
Yeah.
Does it have to be your dog?
Yeah. And how do you confirm with the dog
can you just
whether...
pull a dog off the streets and be like, come here, you filthy mutt. You're going to witness my wedding.
Yeah, what's the process? Do you have to then ask the dog verbally if they are comfortable being a witness to the sanctity of this marriage?
Yeah, what happens if the dog really doesn't want to sign it? It's trying to run away and you're just forcing its paw onto the paper.
Come on. Yeah.
Is it still legal, this marriage?
People look at the wedding and they're like, oh, it was a bit disingenuous. We know that you fed the dog treats to do the witnessing gig. Oh, you know I didn't actually want to be there.
We saw you give that dog schmackos behind the bar. I mean, yeah, it's just one thing. Over here in Australia, you cannot use your dog as your legal witness. You do need 2 witnesses over the age of 18 because we do things right over here.
Right. That's a good thing. I'm not complaining. That's one thing we don't need to be like America in that way.
No, absolutely not. I mean, imagine if you do end up going through a divorce as well and you've got your legal document there signed by your dog. Surely you could just null and void it. Be like, well, I didn't even want to get married. This dog's done it.
Yeah, ask the dog.
Yeah.
Question him. Put the bright interrogation light on my poodle.